It's hard to argue against the power of high-end brands. They are at the top of success, and they are always coming up with new products to stay ahead of the competition. Using different branding strategies, companies like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, and Hermès have become some of the most powerful on the planet. In this video, we will talk about the top 10 most luxury brands. But before we start our countdown, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. So let's get started. Number 10. Burberry. Burberry is a high-end British clothing company based in London, England. It makes and sells ready-to-wear items like trench coats, leather goods, shoes, fashion accessories, eyewear, fragrances, and beauty products. Statista Research Department reported on July 20, 2021 that Burberry made about 2.34 billion GBP all over the world in 2021. Burberry is one of the biggest high-end fashion brands in the world. It has about 475 stores all over the world. As of 2020, the fashion giant was the world's 10th most valuable luxury brand and the only British company in the top 10. In the year 2020, Burberry was worth about $4.8 billion. Number 9. Prada. Mario Prada started the Italian luxury fashion house Prada SpA in 1913. It focuses on leather handbags, travel accessories, shoes, ready-to-wear, perfumes, and other accessories. According to information from Ed Wired, on January 1, 2022, the Italian luxury brand Prada was worth 5.35 billion euros. In 2021, Prada's sales reached 3.2 billion euros around the world. Number 8. Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent, one of the most famous fashion designers of the 20th century, started the high fashion house YSL. Porto Montenegro said that people who really care about fashion think he is the most influential European fashion designer of the modern era because of his real and seductive style. After leaving Dior in November 1960, Yves Saint Laurent and Pierre Bergé, an industrialist, started their own fashion house. That was just the start of the brand YSL's huge success in the years to come. 6 times between 2011 and 2021, Brand Finance figured out how much the Saint Laurent brand was worth. Number 7. Christian Dior. Christian Dior Southeast is a holding company that makes fashion accessories and beauty products and sells them. It does business through the following groups. Forbes says that Christian Dior is involved in Christian Dior Couture, wines and spirits, fashion and leather goods, perfumes and cosmetics, watches and jewelry, the selective retailing, and other activities. The Christian Dior Couture Group creates, makes, and sells high-end items. The Fashion and Leather Goods Group makes handbags, shoes, and other small leather items out of leather. The Wines and Spirits Group makes different types of wine and spirits. The Perfumes and Cosmetics Group sells perfumes and makeup. Watches are made and sold by the Watches and Jewelry Group. Number 6. Cartier. Cartier International SNC, which goes by the name Cartier, is a French company that designs, makes, sells, and distributes jewelry and watches. The company was started by Louis-François Cartier in Paris in 1847, and his family ran it until 1964. Cartier is known for making some of the most beautiful jewelry in the world. As of 2022, the brand seems to be steadily going up, and the Forbes Most Valuable Brand list shows that Cartier has moved up 3 spots, from 59th in 2018 to 56th in 2020. Number 5. Rolex. Rolex is the most famous brand name for high-end wristwatches. Its main office is in Geneva, Switzerland, but it uses watchmakers from more than 100 different countries. In 1926, it made the first watch that could be worn in water. Rolex is a big name in sports, with sponsors in golf, auto racing, tennis, and sailing. Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Roger Federer, and Lindsey Vonn are just a few of the well-known athletes who sell Rolex watches. Every year, the company makes more than 800,000 watches. Number 4. Gucci. Gucci was started in 1921 in Florence, Italy, as a company that made leather goods. Today, it is one of the most glamorous and prestigious luxury brands in the world. Most of Gucci's money comes from selling leather items like handbags and wallets. Shoes and ready-to-wear clothes are the next biggest sources of income. Gucci is also the biggest brand owned by its parent company, Kering Group, and is its main source of income. As was already said, Gucci has changed hands a few times and is now owned by the Kering Group. Since its founding in 1963 in Paris, Kering Group has grown and changed, becoming one of the most important players in the luxury market. Only LVMH Group, which is also based in France and owns some of the most exclusive luxury brands in the world, has more luxury brands than the group. Number 3. Hermès. Hermès International SCA makes and sells clothes and textiles. It makes, sells, and ships things like leather goods and saddlery, ready-to-wear clothing, shoes, belts, gloves, hats, silk and textiles, jewelry, furniture, wallpaper, interior fabrics, tableware, perfumes, and watches. Thierry Hermès started the company on June 1, 1938. Its main office is in Paris, France. Number 2. Chanel. In 2022, the value of Chanel's brand around the world was about $13.2 billion. This was a slight drop from the year before, likely because of the pandemic. The value of Chanel's brand around the world went up from 2017 to 2020, with the biggest jump coming in 2019 when it went from $5.9 billion to almost $11.5 billion. Chanel is a French fashion house that has been around for 100 years. It is based in Neuilly-sur-Seine and makes high-fashion clothes as well as luxury items and accessories, like the popular perfume Chanel No. 5. It is one of the most valuable luxury brands in the world, along with brands like Louis Vuitton, Hermès, and Gucci. Chanel is worth a lot because it is so well known. The company was one of the most well-known high-end clothing and accessories brands in the United States. Number 1. Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton is the most expensive luxury brand in the world, and it is a part of LVMH. It sells leather items like handbags, trunks, shoes, watches, jewelry, and other accessories. Most of them have the LV monogram on them. With a profit margin of more than 30%, it is one of the most profitable brands in the world. In 2016, Louis Vuitton came out with its first perfume in 70 years. To make the perfumes, LVMH built a state-of-the-art fragrance factory. Emma Stone was the star of the first fragrance film by Louis Vuitton. So, these are the top 10 most luxury brands. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.